Hello again, and welcome to week 15 of the sequence of learning and practicing Iyengar Yoga. So, without too many words, let us begin our practice. At first, as always, sit in a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands close to the sides of the body, press the fingertips down. Lift the side chest up, lift the waistline up, take your outer shoulders back, bringing your upper arms closer towards the spine. Focus your attention on the outer shoulder blades, moving them back, moving the shoulder blades into the spine. Maintaining the lift and length of your spine, bring the palms of the hand, let it rest at the center of your chest. Close your eyes and just become aware of the natural flow of breath. Soft, smooth inhale and soft, smooth exhale. And as always, we start with 3 Oms. So take a deep, slow, long inhale. Om. Om. Yogena chitasya padena vacha malam sharirasya chavaidakena yopa karotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram shankachakra siddharinam Sahasra shirasam shvetam pranamami patanjalim harihi om. Take another deep, slow, long inhale and exhale. Gently lowering your head down. Release the hands and open your eyes. Let's start by coming up into Samasthiti. You can move your additional props away, like I'll keep my blanket away. We still need 2 blocks, so let's just keep them ready behind us. Stand at the center of your mat, spreading through the bottom of the feet in Tarasana. Evenly press the weight of your body on the heels. Take your attention to the outer shin bones, drawing them in, outer thighs, drawing them in. Move your inner thighs back, outer hips back, shoulders back. Stretch your elbows, straighten your knees, stand tall, stand straight. Utthita Trikonasana. Bring your hands in the center, bend your knees, jump and spread your legs out. Stretch the arms, straighten your legs, knees straight. Turn your right knee, right thigh, right foot out completely. Press the outer edge of your left foot, pressing it down, keeping the thighs drawn up into the hip. Take a deep inhale and with an exhalation, go down to Trikonasana. Keep the top arm lifted, stretch from the center of the chest into the left upper arm. Inhale and come up. Turn your toes pointing forward. Quick check to see both your feet are in line. Spread from the center of the chest. Turn your left knee, left thigh, left foot completely. Stamp the outer edge of your right heel. Draw the right thighs into the hip. Take a deep inhale and with an exhalation, elongating the left side of your torso, take your hand down. Lift the whole right side of the chest with the help of the right upper arm. Keep both legs straight. Utthita Trikonasana on the left side. Inhale and come up. Turn your toes in, jump, and come back to standing. Stand with your feet together again, taking the outer shoulders back. Straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, observing the breath. Normal inhale and exhale. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Bring your hands in the center, bend your knees, jump and spread your legs out. Slightly widen the distance because we have to bend the front leg. Spread out from the center of the chest, straighten your elbows, turn your right knee, right thigh, right foot, turn your left foot a little bit in, but at the same time you want to see that the toes are pointing straight. Keep your left outer hip back. Hug the outer hips in and bend your front leg, coming down to a 90-degree with the front leg. Extend the whole right side of your chest. Take your right hand down, place it on the block. Bring your left hand on the hip. Turn from the right waistline to the left. Turn from the right side of the chest to the left. Keep moving your right knee back, but draw the right buttock in. Don't throw your right buttock out. Maintain it into the body, and then stretch your left arm over your head. As you stretch your left arm, see that your left heel is firm. Move the left outer hip in, turning your chest, extending through the spine. Now use the top left arm. Inhale and come up. Turning your toes in again. Extend from the center of the chest. Turn your whole left leg out. Press the outer edge of your right heel. Keep your left outer hip in. Make sure the left outer hip doesn't drop and move back. It does have a tendency. Drawing it in and then maintaining the hips compact. Begin to bend your left leg. Extend the left side of your body long. Bring your left arm down. Place the left hand as you need on the block or on the floor. Rotate. Brings your right hand on your hip. The left knee has to go back into the hip. Move into the arm, and from the left waistline, we have to make the effort to turn to the right. Again, turning from the left side of the chest to the right. As you're going down, make both sides of your torso long, tighten the thighs, and then stretch your whole arm across. Stretch from the left outer shoulder, keeping it into the body, into the fingers. At the same time, make sure your right inner knee is lifted, your right knee is back, right outer hip is in. Now, use the right upper arm. Inhale and come up. Turn your toes in, jump, and come back to Samasthiti or Tadasana. Again, once more, pausing here for a moment, steadying your breath, standing tall, observing the breath, normal soft inhale and exhale. Virabhadrasana 1 is our next pose. So I'll just move these blocks out of the way so they don't crash into us. Standing at the center, bring your hands at the center, bend your knees, jump and spread your legs out. Create the rotation of the upper arm. There has to be the rotation of the skin. So keep rotating the upper arms, turning the palms out. Keep the rotation. The back armpit has to come forward. The front armpit goes back. And creating these movements, we lift and stretch our arms up. Bring your upper arms close in the direction of your head. At the same time, see that the inner shoulder goes down and the outer shoulder starts lifting up. Maintaining this lift and length of the spine, turning yourself to the right. So first, let's turn our left toes in, kind of a 60-degree turn with the foot. Then turn your right knee, right thigh, right foot out. And again, we turn from the back of the thigh. So from the inner left thigh, moving it back more as you rotate your pelvis, make your back leg firm, lift the side chest, turn your waistline from the left side to the right, turn your shoulder from the left to the right. That's turning the torso and bending your front leg to a 90-degree angle. As you're here in the pose, again, see that the outer edge of your left heel is firm. As you revolve your torso, stretch up, lift up, move the upper arms back behind your ears if you can, but keep extending up as you lower your hips down. Now use the arms, inhale and come up, straightening the front leg. Turn yourself to face forward, turn your toes in. Let's try and keep the arms up. Turning our left leg out completely, turn your right foot in, keep your Weight heavy on the outer edge of your right heel as you hug your outer hips and revolve the pelvis. So maintain that grip on the outer hips. Turn from the right waistline to the left. Right side of the chest to the left. Keep lifting up with the arms. At the same time, the whole front of the body has to lift. The pubis has to lift up. The chest has to lift up. Maintain this lift as you bend your front leg. As you go down from the hip, see that there is a rotation in the back leg. That means from the right inner thigh, the back of the right inner thigh, roll to the outer thigh. Bring that right outer hip forward, move your left hip back, left outer hip back, and go down from the hip. Reach up with the arms, moving the arms behind your ears and lifting the back up. Inhale and come up. Turn your toes in. Turn your chest. Then spread the arms out. And then come back to Samasthiti. Pause here for a few moments. Shoulders moving back, elbows straight, extending all the way to the fingers. Virabhadrasana 3. So once more, if you need any sort of support in terms of having 2 blocks for your hand, you can use that. And otherwise, you can do the pose free. So again, just to make sure I have room on both sides, I'm going to readjust my mat. So let's start with Virabhadrasana 3 on the right side. Let's do Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your hands in the center, bend your knees, jump and spread your legs out. Rotate your upper arms with an inhalation, lift up, stretch up. Now turn yourself to the right, and after you've turned yourself to the right, bend your front leg. Remember to take your chest quite low. So you need to go low, extend through the arms. Now bring your back leg closer, reaching forward as you lift your left leg up. Keep your chest parallel to the floor. Keep extending through the legs. Tighten your knees, both standing legs. Make your elbows straight. Now bend your front leg. Lower the hip down. Inhale. Come through Virabhadrasana 1. Turn yourself around. Relax the hands. Jump your legs back. Come into Samasthiti for a short while. Make any readjustments like I do. Need to, since I've got a wall on one side. So now we go for Virabhadrasana 3 on the left side. Take your shoulders back, elbows straight. Bring your hands in the center. Jump and spread your legs out. Rotate your upper arms. Lift up, stretch up. Lift both sides of the chest, turning yourself to the left. Virabhadrasana on the left. Now take your arms forward. Bring your back leg closer and lift the back leg up. Keep extending through the arms. Be strong on the standing leg. Make sure your hip is level. Keep the legs firm. Now bend your knees. Throw the leg back. Inhale and come up through Virabhadrasana 1. Turn your toes in and jump and bring your legs back to standing. Next, we are going to do Ardha Chandrasana. So once more, bring your hands in the center, bend your knees, jump and spread your legs out. Turn your right leg out. Take a deep inhale, go down to Trikonasana. From Trikonasana, bend your leg, half Paschimottanasana, and then walking your hands forward, go ahead and lift your left leg up. Ardha Chandrasana. Keep both arms straight, lifting the left side of the chest. Stretch your left inner leg, keep the outer hip in, and be firm on the standing leg. Now bend your front leg, taking the leg back up, and then coming out from Trikonasana. Turn your toes in. Let's just move directly from here. So I just readjust myself. Spreading the arms from the center of the chest, turning your left knee out, stamping the outer edge of the left leg. Lift both sides of the spine, evenly going down. First Trikonasana, then from Trikonasana, bending your leg to Parsvakonasana, taking your hand across, bringing the leg closer, stepping your hand across. Remember to press into the heel as you lift your leg up. Extend through the legs. Stretch your arms. It's difficult sometimes to balance, so you have to straighten your knees on both the top leg and the bottom leg. Keep straightening your arms. Fix your eye gaze, looking straight. Now from there, bend your knees, throw the leg back, and then come up through Trikonasana. Turn your toes in, jump, and bring yourself back, pausing here for a few moments. Shoulders back, elbows straight, observing the breath, smooth, steady inhale and exhale. Next, we're going to go for Parvritta Trikonasana, first on the right side. So if you need blocks, you can use blocks. You can also work with your hands either on the inside, on the outside of the foot, depending on what makes it more stable. Whatever you use, you need to make sure your hands are stable on a surface and not light. Bring your hands in the center, bend your knees, jump and spread your legs out, turning yourself to the right. So first, we turn our right leg out completely, turn your left foot in, begin to turn your chest, revolving from the waistline, revolving from the chest. Now, continue turning from the waistline. Your left waistline is going more over in the direction of your right. Your left rib is going down as you place your hand down on the floor, and then use the top right arm to lift up. Be strong on the left shin bone. So it's a rotation of the waistline, a rotation of your rib cage as you lift the top arm up. Now inhale and come up. And then we do the other side. So my distance was a little short, so I widened the distance again, stretching the arms. Turn your left leg out completely. Turn your right foot in. See that your hips are compacted, they are firm. Keep your right inner leg firm. So this inner leg is very important because it is related to this end of the spine. So you have to consciously lift your inner shin bone, revolve the abdomen, keep that resisting as you turn your abdomen, turn your chest, and go down and place your hand either on the inside or on the outside. So here too, there is a turning of the waistline. That back leg stays firm. Keep the hip in and revolve the ribs down in the direction of the floor as you lift the front part of the chest up and away with the top arm. Keep both legs straight. Now look forward, be strong on the back leg. Inhale and come up. Parvritta Trikonasana. So from Parvritta Trikonasana, we are going to go for Prasarita Padottanasana. So you can come back, stand in Samasthiti for a while. And then let's go for Prasarita Padottanasana. Bring your hands in the center, bend your knees, jump and spread your legs out. Have the toes pointing straight, spread out from the center of the chest. Stamping the outer edges of the heels, lifting the sides of the chest. Take a deep inhale and then with an exhalation, go down from the pelvis. Keep the outer hips in. As you go down, place the hands directly underneath the shoulders, lengthening the torso. If it's possible for you, then please walk your hands in line with your feet. See that your arms are straight, shoulders are pulling back, and then begin to bend your elbows as you release the crown of your head down in the direction of the floor. But at the same time, keep drawing the thighs into the hip, really getting this outer hip into the body, and then maintaining that action, elbows closer, go down with the crown of the head. In terms of the shoulders don't go to the floor. The shoulders lift up towards the hip.
The elbows come close, and we are definitely standing on the legs, though we let our crown of the head go down as far as it's possible. See that the palms of the hand are pressing, elbows in, shoulders lifting. Keep your knees straight, thighs drawn up into the hip. In this pose, there's a slight rounding of the back. In a sense, you try to move in such a way so you end up more on the background of your head, though you keep lifting your shoulders and pressing from the elbows down into the palms of the hand. This is similar to Sirsasana, where we are learning to lift our shoulders away from the head, though the head is learning to go down. Lifting the shoulders, head is down. Now look forward. Walk your hands back to concave back. Stamp the outer edges of your feet. Bring your hands on the hips. Inhale and come up. Now bring your hands out. Jump and bring your hands back and stand tall for a few moments. And now we are going to go for Adho Svanasana, Urdhva Svanasana, and Chaturanga Dandasana. We have practiced these three poses. So let's do 2 or 3 times. So stand on the top of the mat. You can go down, place the palms of the hand, keeping the legs straight. And if you cannot, then you have to bend your knees. Look forward, keeping the dorsal in, and then step your legs back, big distance back. So then you're already set up for your Adho Svanasana. In this pose again, the palms are pressing, the elbow is lifting, don't let it drop. At the same time, you have to keep the upper arms lifting and move the shoulder blades into the back. So the shoulder blades move into the back, but the upper arms lift. Then from there, you press into the floor to move the sacrum back. Lifting your heels up means you're going to lift your outer hips up and move the outer hips back. Thighs tight, lifting the inner shins, extending the bottom of the feet, moving the dorsal in, keeping the elbows up, pressing more the index finger and the thumb side down. Adho Svanasana. Now maintaining the strong action of the legs from here, you're going to move to Urdhva Svanasana, lowering your thighs down but lifting the inner thighs, extending the butt, stretching the legs, lifting the chest, looking straight. Turn your biceps forward, keeping the elbows tight, shoulders pulling back. Now from here, you can go to Chaturanga Dandasana. So move forward, looking straight, stretching your legs, chest parallel to the floor, buttocks in. And then from here, again, we can go back to Adho Svanasana. Walk forward and come up into standing. Take a breath, normal soft inhale and exhale. And let's repeat that once more. Adho Svanasana. So go down, spread the palms of the hand, walk your legs back, press the index finger thumb, elbows up, upper arms up, inner shoulders go up, outer shoulders go down. So the outer shoulders go down, the inner lifts up, and at the same time, you try to move the shoulder blades into the back. Move the pelvis back, tightening your thighs, lifting the outer hips and moving it back. Try to stay in the pose a little longer. Now look forward, walk forward, come to the top of the mat. And now we go for Urdhva Svanasana. You can go directly, or you can also approach the pose from the floor or from your hands and knees. So the way to do it from the floor is you can lie down on your belly. So first curl the toes under, lift your thighs,
Lift your inner knees. This is better for when you have a lower back issue, always keeping your toes tucked under. Or if you can press the tops of the feet if you don't have any back pain. So in this case, you have to tightly lift your knees and thighs, spread the buttocks, shoulders back, lifting the thighs up and moving our hips forward. Yeah, so it's a sliding action with the feet. The thighs are firm, the buttocks are spreading, tailbone in, chest up. Turn your biceps forward, shoulders back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And again, this is a position of the feet when there's no stress on your back. But if you do, then please curl the toes under. This is better for the back, but remember to work your legs. Then come down. And then we go for Chaturanga Dandasana. So we've done previously a few versions with props, but today we are going to go for it straight. So again, you can move from the floor. If you're working from the floor, you keep your hands close to the sides of the body. See that your legs are engaged from the beginning. So you curl your toes under, stretching your inner heels. Then looking forward, lift your pelvis up, chest up, and extend through the legs. Chaturanga Dandasana. And then down. Now slowly come up, and we're going to start with our seated poses. So sit in Dandasana. You can take as much height as is necessary. Especially if your lower back is collapsing, you need to sit higher. Use your hands to move the buttock flesh away, moving the sitting bones slightly back, pressing the frontal thighs down, keeping the legs straight, knees straight, placing the hands on the side of the body, elbows tight, lifting the chest. So we descend our outer hips down, stretch the inner legs long, and from here, lift your sacrum, lift the pubic bone up. So the pubis has to learn to lift and not drop. Lift the sides of the chest and move the back ribs into the body. So the back ribs, which is here, so they can move away. So through the action, we try to lift the kidneys up and move the back ribs into the body and look straight. Sitting in Dandasana. Open the back of the knees, lift the chest. Okay, so next from Dandasana, we are going to go for Baddha Konasana. So it's good if you need a little bit more height to sit on more height if you are able to. Because in Baddha Konasana, often our knees do not go down. So I'm sitting on 2 blocks. As I press the feet, I bring my heels as close to the inner thighs as I can. Place your hands on the support that you're seated on. You have to keep a compactness of the shin bone and the thigh bone, moving the inner knees out and back. So you can place your hands on the side, so it helps you to move your pelvis forward. Use the hands to lift your chest. You can also work on opening the bottom of the feet. That further helps you to move the knees down. But it's a movement from the hip, so especially if your hips are tight, you cannot force the knee to go down. You have to sit in such a way so that the thigh, which is the thigh bone, can move in to the socket, and it's only through that socket that we can move the knee down. And we all have different depth in terms of how much the socket goes into your hip or the muscles around it. So you have to be patient in the pose and work intelligently, learning to move the thigh bones into the hip socket and then learning to stretch from the inner groins, lifting the pelvis upward. If it's falling back, you definitely need to sit higher. Yeah. And then from there, taking your outer shoulders back, pressing into the feet, opening the inner thighs. So of course, our groins are tight, and these are the reasons we do these poses, to open the hip, to create more freedom of the spine. Baddha Konasana. Now, we have been working on quite a few standing poses, so you can get a short break, so you can be in Supta Padangusthasana. You don't need too many supports. You can just lie down flat on your back. So just start out with your knees bent, and then separate out your knees. And here, because of the floor, you can hold the side edges of the mat. You can roll the upper arms down, pressing the feet into each other and stretching from the inner groins to the inner knees, keeping the outer hips in. And here too, there is a natural curvature of our spine, but we don't want to puff our abdomen. So remember to move the buttocks in the direction of the feet as you extend your inner thighs away, observing the breath, getting your outer shoulders down on the floor. Supta Padangusthasana. Now slowly bring your knees in close, and let's roll to the side and come up. So you got a small break, and now we continue with a few more seated poses. We continue with Upavistha Konasana, especially after the two preparations of Baddha Konasana seated and Supta, which was the lying down version. Your groin should be a little bit open. So again, learning to straighten your legs, working on bringing the outer hips in, moving your inner knees down. Try to really focus on this spot. This is the knee joint, just this section above. Pressing it down, relax your feet. Don't be too hard on the feet, but press the inner part of the leg and the outer part of the leg evenly down. And as you press down, lift your pelvis up, lift the abdomen, front ribs up. Use your hands behind you, shoulders back, moving the back ribs in. Again, these are poses we have to do. Usually when we don't practice, our hips, our knees, everything gets tight. And that's why this is necessary. But it's also good to see that the more you practice, the more the hips open, the legs become much more mobile and strong at the same time. Now from here, we are going to go for Bharadvajasana. So you can have your legs in Dandasana to begin with. And I'm going to use a block for my Bharadvajasana today. So let's start by bending our legs over to the left side. So as you shift your feet over, as you move your feet over to the left side, see that when you place yourself on a block, so especially if the hips are uneven, you place yourself so that your pelvis is level. Once your pelvis is level, your knees are pointing straight. Also noticing if the knees are going too far forward. You want your knees to be in line, right? So I move back a little bit so it's really clear. Your hips are level, and then we first always turn to the right side. Be firm on the left outer hip. Make sure your right outer hip is in. Sometimes we can find ourselves tilted out a little bit more. And so you have to adjust, use the right height for yourself. Be firm on the right outer thigh. Take your left hand, go down, grab your knee or your thigh, whatever is possible. So as you go down, first turn, lift your waistline and turn from the left side of the chest to the right. So this is the first action. Then pushing the knee down into the arm. It is this elbow tight. Now the rib starts to turn. So from the center, the ribs are going down and then you come up. So when you come up, you don't want your arm to close the chest. You want to hold in such a way so that the back rib starts to move into the body. And again, pressurizing, turning your waistline, turning your chest. Lift the sternum, work your right shoulder back, and move the left side of the chest to the right. Come back to the center. Straighten your legs in Dandasana before we go on to the next side. If you can simply adjust, then bend your legs over to your right, remembering to sit evenly, keeping your hips level. Be on the Virasana leg, hug the outer hips in. Now take your right arm, come down a little bit so you can grab the left knee, pressurizing the knee. It's the kind of leverage that we create. So that helps to really turn the abdomen. So first you have to work on keeping the hip down, lifting the waistline, and working on turning the waistline. So first it's the turning of the waistline. And then after you've got that turn, then you can use the grip of the arm to further turn the ribs. So the back rib has to move in and creating more mobility on the rib cage. That is the tight part of our body. And as we create the mobility, more and more, the stiffer parts of our body open. So Bharadvajasana, in a sense, is the first seated twist, but we have been doing it for a few weeks now to create more mobility on the rib cage. Now release and come back out. Now we are going to go for Salamba Sirsasana. So you can position yourself against the wall or free, whichever way you have been practicing, or even half. So I will be with you just to go through one or two of the variations, so you can join in with whichever one seems right for you. So it's always good to have some sort of support for your head. You can have a blanket, or even a folded sticky mat. So interlacing your hands, this is the first stage of the practice. See that you have this sort of circular dome space for your head to go down. Position your elbows so they are in line with your shoulders, not too wide. Firmly press that forearm bone down. There should be very little gap between the forearm and the blanket. When you place the crown of your head, you place the background. The head has to move into the hands, but at the same time, see that your thumbs are lifting, not dropping, so the shoulders remain lifted. So you can just be in this pose maybe if this is something unfamiliar for you. So pressing the forearms, lifting the shoulders, just getting used to having your head down on something and working the shoulders away from the head. The other thing is from here, you can keep pressing your forearms, lifting the shoulders and lift your knees up. And that way you start getting used to this. Don't let your head go downward. You have to lift your shoulders, lift your hips, lift your thighs. And if you walk closer, you can lift up, you can practice lifting the outer hips, lifting the right leg up, and learning how the top leg and the front leg are related. And that's what makes you go up. So staying here for a few moments. Keep your legs straight, knees straight. Keep pressing the forearms down, lifting the shoulders, moving the back ribs in. Try to also keep your knees tight, moving the inner thighs back, lifting the tailbone in, keeping the buttocks in. The front ribs, don't let them hang forward. Lift them up towards the pelvis. Lift your shoulders.
Lift your buttocks. Legs firm. Pay attention to how you put the weight on your head. Both the forearms have to press. Lift up the shoulders. Stretch your legs longer. Extend your heels, inner ankles, shins longer and longer. If you're working on the wall, same things happen. Keep sliding your feet higher and higher up the wall so your legs stay engaged. Buttocks in, not falling into the wall. Keep pressing your forearms into the floor, lifting the shoulders. And we're at the beginning stages, so you don't have to hold long. Now slowly from here, you can bend your knees or whichever way you feel comfortable. Come down and rest. Be in Adho Mukha Virasana. Now begin to lift your head up.
And of course, we are going to do our next, which is the Sarvangasana sequence. So get ready with all your props so that we can go into Salamba Sarvangasana. And this is a pose where you need all the props. So especially if you're doing it in the Iyengar method. So please get your props ready. So we've set up for Salamba Sarvangasana. I'm also using a belt because it helps to keep the elbows in. And it's preferred, even if you feel that you can keep your elbows in. As we stay longer in the pose, it often becomes difficult. So having the belt is quite useful. So you can come into Salamba Sarvangasana. So use your belt. So when you put the belt, you roll the outer shoulders down. You see that you're extending the forearms, lifting the back, walk your feet further away. And of course, if you cannot take your feet back, I have shown an example where the legs are higher up on the chair. So that helps you to lift the spine. So it's important that you learn to lift your back first. So this lifting of the back is important. The outer shoulders are down. So this is how the belt is useful. It's keeping my elbows in. And then I place my hand as low as I can get it towards the shoulders. And then once I'm here, then slowly you can stretch your right leg up, left leg up, and come up into Salamba Sarvangasana. Here too, like in Sirsasana, we have to work our legs, stretching the inner legs long, lifting the buttocks, keeping the elbows pressing down. By now, you should be working towards at least holding it for 3 minutes. So keep the back lifting, the elbows pressed down, keep the weight of the legs more towards the elbows. Don't bring it to your head, it causes more pressure on your head. So we're learning to lift our spine up. So moving the legs back, straightening your legs, inner knees, inner ankles, lifting. Keep your thighs tight. Open the back of the knees, moving the buttock in. Stretch your inner ankles, shins firm. Use your hands to lift your back. Staying in Salamba Sarvangasana. We're just doing a straight hold today, using your legs to stretch up. Keep stretching your legs. Press the weight on the outer edges of the elbows. Lifting the thighs. Stretching your inner legs long. Make your shin bones long. Knees firm. Buttocks in. Now from here, you're going to take your legs down to Halasana. Keep both legs straight, stretching your legs and extending your feet down. Once you're down on the pose, again, actively lifting the outer hips up, drawing the thighs back into the hip, lifting your inner knees. You need to walk your feet a little bit away so that the back can lift. Halasana. Now from here, you can move directly to Karnapidasana. So if you want, you can take the belt off now. And bend your knees, keeping the knees on either side of your ears. You can put your hands around your shin bones, around the back of the knees. And now slowly you can straighten your legs, bending your knees and come up. Okay, so that was the finishing the inversions. Now we are going to do Supta Padangusthasana 1 and 2, which we learned on week 14. And in addition, we will also finish off with the seated poses, Paschimottanasana and Janu Sirsasana. So let's move all your props away, and you can pause the video and then rejoin for the last finishing sequence. So Supta Padangusthasana 1 and 2, you can keep your belt ready and lay down on the floor with your legs in Tarasana. So it's Supta Tarasana actually. Hold the side edges of the mat, roll the outer shoulders down, moving the frontal thighs down, inner thighs down, extending through the legs. Now we bend our right leg, keeping your left inner leg firm, pressing down, bending your right leg, put the belt on the arch of your foot, move the knee close to the thigh at the same time, pulling your thighs down into the hip. Start to hold the belt tight, and against that, straighten out your leg. Once you're there in the pose, again, extend your leg straight from the hip. You're stretching your leg, pulling the belt down, keeping your knees tight and keeping your left leg straight. Supta Padangusthasana 1. And then we are going to go to Supta Padangusthasana 2. So you can hold the belt. Sometimes it's good to kind of wrap the belt in this way and pull down with the shoulders. So you've got a good grip, and press the foot into the belt, but pull the belt. Keep your outer hip socket in and pulling down, and then taking your leg out to the right. Try not to drop the outer edges of your feet. You have a firm grip on the outer foot. Also stretch your inner legs long, inner knees long. As you take your foot out to the side, resist. So you don't just drop your foot like this. You want to keep the foot resisting as you take your leg out to the side. Use your left hand to stabilize yourself so you're not falling to the right side. Also, your left hip has to stay facing up and not rolling over to the right. Now inhale and bring the leg back up. Bend your leg. Take the belt out. Once more, have a quick look to see your feet are together. Pressing your thighs down, keeping this outer hip in. So that way you can see the straight leg as from both sides that put the belt around the bottom of your left foot. Again, pressing the foot into the belt, the thighs down, maintain the thigh down as you stretch your leg up. Again, extending the leg, be firm on the right thigh, not letting the right outer hip drop, keeping it into the body, moving the inner thigh down, stretching the leg long and pulling the hand down. So we have to extend our legs. It's not pulling the leg. You want your knees straight and extend up. Then you can move from the hip, but the leg has to stretch. Now, Supta Padangusthasana 2, again, you use your belt. Place your hand in line with your shoulder. Your right hand, see that your right outer hip stays in. Stretch your right leg long and take your left leg out to the side from the hip. Your foot is a little higher than the hip. At the same time, see that the outer hip is firm. Don't let your foot drop. Have the outer edges of the feet lifting as you stretch out to the side. Look straight. We often find ourselves compensating with the neck. Try to fix a point in the ceiling, looking straight, keeping both legs straight and strong. The hips remain compact. This is also a good abdominal pose because it does require strength on this band for us to be in this position, because it's the waistline that also takes us off. So our ability to stay down in this side, keeping the abdomen down, also stabilizes the leg and the torso. Yeah, so this counts as an abdominal pose also. Now take the leg back up. Take the belt out. And then we are going to go for Paschimottanasana, Janu Sirsasana, Paschimottanasana. Okay, so you may come up, use the blanket for a little bit more height, starting out with Paschimottanasana. So both legs straight. After having done Supta Padangusthasana, your legs are more open. The hamstrings are definitely more open. The hip also has a bit more mobility. Press the thighs down, reach your arms up, keep lifting the spine, moving the back ribs in, go forward from the waistline, hold on to your feet. Of course, if you cannot hold the feet, then you can also stay with the belt and lift upward, press the thighs down. Don't be in a rush to go down. It's more about the extension of the spine, the lifting of the lower back, the lifting of the abdominal band, and then going down from the hip. So if we are shrinking and going back, this is not causing any benefit for you. So always keeping the lift of the waistline, lift of the chest, and going down. Then you can stay for a few moments. Remember to keep your legs straight. Moving the front of the body forward, keeping the inner ankles long, inner shin bones long. Paschimottanasana. Now inhale and come up. Janu Sirsasana.
on the right side. So go ahead and bend your right leg. Place the heel close to the inner thigh. Again, see that the heel touches the groin and not goes across. Yeah. In terms of your knee, again, if it's higher, especially from the hip, then we cannot go forward with the hip, right? So you need to sit higher. Your knee has to be able to go back and down. And this is the rotation of the thigh downward. As the thigh, it's an external rotation of the thigh bone. The hip moves forward, the chest moves forward, and the back ribs move forward. Now, reaching with the arms as you go down, the knee goes back, the abdomen turns, the abdomen lifts, and going forward from the waistline. Elbows stay up, so it gives you more leverage to stretch the spine long. Keep moving the right knee back, right waistline to the left, straightening your left inner leg. Janu Sirsasana. Now inhale and come up. I'll turn the other way so at least you can see both sides the knee. Again, both legs straight, extending through the feet. Go ahead and bend your left leg now. Keep the left heel close to the groin. Move the left knee back. Descend the left outer hip down. Straightening out your leg, turning from the left side of the waist to the right. So your knee is going back. These are also very similar in terms of Parsvakonasana actions, where the knee goes back, the hip learns to lift and turn from the side over to the opposite side. And then our torso turns, our chest turns, and then you take your arms forward as you extend, moving the back ribs into the body, elongating the torso as you go down. Keep the elbows up, stretch your inner leg, and lower your chest down. You also have to learn to move your left side of the abdomen to the right as you stretch your body forward, head down. Elbows remain up. And keep your legs very straight because it's the Dandasana leg which helps in releasing the abdomen and creating space. Now inhale and come up. And then one more Paschimottanasana. So straight legs. Descend your inner thighs down, outer hips down, lift the abdomen, lift the chest, stretch your arms. Keep lifting the sides of the body as you go forward, moving the back ribs in, looking straight, and then holding the feet, lifting the elbows so you can stretch your armpits. You can lift the abdomen and go down, and then let your head go down. Focus your attention on the inner knees. Extend to the inner ankles, keeping the thighs firm. Abdomen soft. Now inhale and come up. And now you can set up for your Shavasana. We can use the blanket as it is for our head. Actually, not as it is. To be right, we change the fold of the blanket. So you fold it in this way. So if you don't have any stiffness in your neck, this is just to give it a little bit more support. So you can just simply place your blanket and position yourself. First, always doing Shavasana also with great care. You lie down on your back with your knees bent. Use your hands to lift the head up, slowly placing your head, pulling the blanket all the way just till the base of your neck, the top of the shoulders, seeing that your head is centered. Then again, roll the outer shoulders, drawing the shoulder blades in. Once your shoulder blades are in, then from here, slowly, without actually one more, extend your sacrum so there's no excessive curve or stress on your lower back.
descending the outer shoulders down, one leg at a time. Straighten your legs, allowing the feet to fall to the side. And then let go in Shavasana. So relax your shoulders, relax your legs, keep your abdomen soft, facial muscles soft. Now it is time to let go. Relax all the facial muscles, the throat. Become quiet. Now, slowly, you can begin to take your time to come out. Take another deep, slow, long inhale and exhale. Bring your right hand, your left hand back on your abdomen. Bend your right knee, your left knee, gently turning yourself to the right side. And then you can use your left hand to press into the floor and then come up. Okay, so that completes week 15 of our practice. And yes, wishing you well. I hope this is of benefit to you, and keep on practicing. Thank you for watching.